What is up guys, welcome to CJ's Vlogs and welcome to another video. Today we'll be speccing the SF90 Stradale. The SF90 Stradale. Now, if you don't know what it is our latest addition to the market. It is a 1000 horsepower, huge torque, 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds and 0 to 200 in 6 and a bit seconds, and it's got the new E4-wheel drive. It's a 3.9 litre, now bored out to almost 4 litres, twin turbo V8, much like the engine used in the Pista and Portofino and the GTC for Lusso, the F154 platform. And that is just, the wick is just turned right up, and this car is all about performance. But for the first time, this car has an E-Manettino and it has a Manettino. The E-Manettino controls the 4 different modes for the power unit, and the Manettino controls the various modes, as normal, the sport, the race, CT off and ESC off. So basically, today we'll be going through the various options that is on the SF90 Stradale. Beautiful car. I will put a link to the video where you can see sort of the official video and maybe a bit of the powertrain and the aerodynamics. Truly incredible car. I cannot wait to drive it. I mean, 1000 horsepower, 4-wheel drive. With the Pista, when you accelerate, there's still, because it's rear-wheel drive, you've got all that torque going through the rear wheels. I can't imagine how electric, no pun intended, this is going to be. It's the first series production hybrid for Ferrari, and it's truly incredible. But you can read about all of that. I'm going to show you some stuff where we talk about the configurator. Now, on the configurator, you can go and you can choose SF90. Now, the car was launched in 3 colors: Rosso Corsa, which was in a standard configuration, and then Giallo Triplo Strato, which is a AAA yellow. You know how much I love that color. AAA metallic, that was also in its standard configuration. But then there was a car there that was in Grigio Ferro Metallizzato, and that was the Seto Fiorano pack. Now, the Seto Fiorano pack is about 40 kilograms down. It's a special configuration that you can order with this car. You get a racing stripe, carbon wheels, a titanium exhaust line, and various other carbon bits that adds to the weight saving. You also get your racing springs and racing dampers. So this car is like set up purely for the track, and that's what Seto Fiorano is. SF90 Stradale. SF90 is essentially the name of the Formula 1 car, but SF90 Stradale is road going, and then it adds to the homage of the 90 years of racing and all that technology that drips from the race cars that gets put into our road cars, and it's absolutely incredible. The Rosso Corsa example is beautiful. Ferrari always go all out with their launch cars. The Rosso Corsa was beautiful. It had the matte Grigio Corsa wheels. It had the Rosso Corsa calipers. It had the black interior with the red details. Beautiful car. But that was the standard configuration. The Giallo Triplo Strato car had the diamond cut forged wheels, obviously a beautiful metallic color on the outside, and blue sterling interior. Absolutely beautiful. And with this car, because the entire pilot section, I would say, is electronic, so you can sort of choose whichever color rev counter you want. So if you order a red car and you can go with a yellow rev counter, you click a button, you can have a black one or a white one or a red one. It's cool. I mean, this new heads-up display and everything about this car is amazing. But I will get more information, and when I get to drive the car and we get to do a sort of walk around with it, I've seen the car, I saw that factory. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Such a leap into new design. But let's get to the speccing. And then the last one was Grigio Ferro Metallizzato. It had this beautiful Argento Nürburgring stripe, yellow tips on the nose, And all of these cars, the significance is that you can now get BIC2, which is the option of two-tone body painting, and that allows you to sort of have this black and roof, whereas it was a paid option with the other cars. It is now a no-cost option on the SF90 Stradale. So these two examples are absolutely beautiful, and whoever is at the factory that is in the personalization department, they are very, very good at putting together great cars spec-wise. But today I will show you a little bit of the options you can choose for the car and a little bit of the colors you can go through. There's so many colors to choose from. People need to think beyond red for Ferrari. We have so many colors. Blues, whites, silvers, yellows. With this car you can get 16 colors non-costed. If you see here, we start with the Rosso Corsa example, and then we can sort of work our way up. You've got solid colors, metallic colors, historical colors. There is an additional color now, which is called Bianco Cervino, which is also beautiful, and you get special paint colors as well. But for this car, I think let's keep it simple, let's take it easy. Let's go to one of my favorite colors, which is Blue Tour de France, which is a truly incredible color. And this is in the standard configuration. We'll go into the Seto Fiorano in a bit. Now, Blue Tour de France is a metallic color. Obviously, we've got to make sure that there's shields on that car. Shields are always good. Yes, if you'd like painted shields, you can get that on this car as well. The wheel options are fairly good. There's 3 different wheel styles, and then different configurations of each wheel. This car's got the standard Mac Grigio, but I think I love the diamond cut forged rims. You do have carbon wheels as an option on this car. Carbon wheels are incredible to look at. We'll go for titanium wheel bolts, and because it's Blue Tour de France, we can either go the silver or the yellow, but I'm thinking we're going to change the interior. We're not going to keep the interior black on this car. So maybe we should go with the silver or the aluminium caliper, although yellow does also look good. It looks very strong. Let's go aluminium, and then let's go for the titanium exhaust tips on the rear. These beautiful oval, quite oval headlights, rear tail lamp, sorry. Let's go full carbon fiber on the outside, even the carbon fiber manifold on the inside. And then we'll start changing up on the interior. So let's go inside. Now, because this is not the Assetto Fiorano pack, we do get the standard comfort seats. And although those are cool, the racing seats are really the way to go for this car. Look, if you want to drive more often, more frequently, I'd say, comfort seats are the best, but racing seats, I love racing seats. Let's go for Koyo interior, and let us change up the details. We can go blue details, we can go charcoal details. That's the sort of vibe you can sort of choose with this. But let's start with putting in the racing seats. The racing seats as well. This is an all new car, all new racing seat. It's truly incredible. Look at those things. Those are incredible. You can have them in 4 sizes: small, medium, large, and extra large. And then you can also change it. Maybe we can go blue sterling for the details, or even narrow if we wanted to, blue medio, to tie it up together. We can go for stitching in blue. We'll go typical Blue Tour de France, blue inside, blue everything. Blue horses on the headrest. Beautiful. And these carbon seats, in person, they look absolutely incredible. Now, because this is not the Seto Fiorano, I have to add the racing seats, whereas the racing seats is standard in the Seto Fiorano. And all the carbon bits are all standard in the Seto Fiorano. So we'll put as many carbon bits as we can, just for show. I would go driver zone with LEDs, that's the steering wheel, the paddles, and the little ring around the tachometer in carbon fiber. And you can go for the carbon fiber upper tunnel trim, also very beautiful. And maybe an exterior soul kit, just because it's nice. But of course, the thing to note is that when you choose the Assetto Fiorano pack, you lose the lifting suspension, and that in turn loses your AFS lighting. So that's why again it's more for the track use. But if you don't mind losing that sort of stuff, I would say go for the Assetto Fiorano pack. Now we'll go for the Fiorano pack extended, and immediately you can see all of the bits on the inside become carbon fiber. If you look around the steering wheel, around the dashboard, if you go around the exterior of the car, everything is carbon fiber. And as well, you can, when you choose Assetto Fiorano, the shot of gurney on the rear spoiler becomes higher, and it's also lighter because it's full carbon fiber. Now, what you can get with the Assetto Fiorano that you don't get with the standard configuration is the paintwork. So now I can choose a Giallo Modular and Argento no moving stripe. Of course, if you go to Atelier or you go to TaylorMade, you'll be able to choose your own color for the stripe, and you'll be able to make as many different configurations, but I'm just showing you based on what you can choose from the outset. So because we've gone for the Giallo Modern on the stripe, I would say that the calipers also need to be yellow. Yeah, now this car looks powerful. Not that it wasn't powerful to begin with, and because we are putting a stripe over the car, we can actually remove the two-tone body painting, just because it sort of ruins the way the stripe flows over the car, I feel at least. There we go, now we have straight blue to the front. We've got this beautiful Argento Iridium with the Giallo Modular stripe, and it is looking incredible. Wow. So within the Assetto Fiorano pack, you can also get the carbon fiber monocoque, which is the seat that they put in the race car. Now the beauty of this configuration is we can change it immediately. So if I go to Grigio Silverstone, it still looks good. Grigio Titanio, still looks alright. Maybe a Nero Daytona, which is like a metallic black. Of course we'd have to change the accents on the inside. But here we can even change the stripe, because currently on our configurator we can only choose the Rosso Corsa, and we can only choose the Giallo Modular. But of course at Atelier, and if you ask special requests, if you ask Ferrari nice enough, they will be able to paint it in other colors for you. That is beautiful. To all the owners that are getting this car, they're in for a treat for sure. Now we can put it outside at Fiorano, and we'll be able to see what it looks like underneath the sunlight. Wow. Just the angles. I think the Nero Daytona sort of drops the lines a bit, but if you go back to the blue Tour de France, and you can change that back to yellow, and it looks incredible. This is sort of my taste. I mean, blue is my vibe, but it looks so good. Now the Assetto Fiorano is purely for those that want to go really wide with the pace of the car, but I'm feeling that a lot of people are going to be choosing the standard, standard pack, so you can have the lifting suspension and you can have the AFS lighting. But the SF90 Stradale, you can see there's 16 colors, there's roughly 11 different leathers that you'll be able to choose as standard. Obviously there's special stuff that you want, extra Campagnaro, which is out of range. You can absolutely just ask Ferrari, ask your dealer. The options are extensive on this car. If you're going shiny carbon, if you're going matte carbon, for me, I'd go matte carbon on the inside, because it sort of complements the texture of the leather. And then you go shiny carbon on the outside because it will work with the metallic color that you have. And there are so many beautiful colors. I mean, there's a color called Blue Swarters. It is just sort of a deeper blue, kind of di Fucile, which is like a metallic, historical gunmetal gray. So the options are quite extensive on the SF90 Stradale, and the choice is endless, and it's all about tailoring your dream and making sure you make the car your own, and making sure you tailor it to your taste, and that you love it in the end. So I would say this is going to be quite a car. Definitely excited to drive it, and excited to see it again, and excited to see it in South Africa, because Although it's not a special car, it's a series production. Because cars like Ferraris and Monza, the left-hand drive, you don't get to see those yet. But this is like, really up there. Although Ferrari calls it a supercar, I think it has hypercar performance. But it is a beautiful car and a beautiful piece of technology, and we look forward to it in the months to come. So if you've enjoyed this video, do leave a like, do comment on other stuff you'd like to see on the channel. Maybe you have a recommendation for configuration or something you'd like to see. Comment it down below, and I'll be happy to configure it and show you in another video. Maybe like subscribers, the viewers configurations, and definitely subscribe for more videos to come. Thank you for watching CJ's Vlogs, and I'll see you on the next one.